The public and media are always fascinated by love, divorce and relationship, even more so when it's about celebrities. And talking about the Hollywood celebrities, their relationships are constantly under scrutiny and fans really can't get enough of the latest gossip. There has been so much coupling and uncoupling among the Hollywood A-listers that it's so hard to keep a track of who was with whom romantically, and for the most part, we kind of have forgotten about some celebrities who were once or are still married to each other. From Katy Perry's marriage to British comedian to Brad and Jennifer's marriage, we've got you covered. Today, we'll be looking at celebrities who you forgot were or are still married to each other.
I forgot that you were married to Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Number 10. Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston. Now, this might not be a shocker. The relationship between Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt has always made the headlines, and their messy divorce got even more publicity. But before Pitt was famously married to Angelina Jolie, he was actually the husband of everyone's beloved Rachel from Friends.
I'm sorry, what?
I said it was typical. Typical of you, Rachel Green, Queen Rachel.
Yes, Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt met in 1994 and started dating in 1998. They got married in 2000 in a $1 million wedding, but divorced in 2005. Brad Pitt appeared even as a guest star on Friends when they were dating. Despite being that famous, the memory of this couple has pretty much faded until Brad and Angelina got divorced. Pitt and Jolie's nasty divorce and child custody fight was so publicized that it gave a new life to Brad's marriage to Jennifer Aniston. Brad allegedly cheated on Jen Aniston and started dating Angelina while filming Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Jennifer fans even called Angelina Jolie a homewrecker, but it seems all good between them as Brad and Jen are still friendly and cordial with each other whenever they cross paths. Number 9. Angelina Jolie and Jonny Lee Miller. Multiple marriages in Hollywood is not weird at all, so it's natural to forget some couples over time. Similar was the case for Angelina Jolie. Did you know that Angelina Jolie was actually married to British actor Jonny Lee Miller before tying the knot to Brad Pitt? Yes, Jolie and Miller had first met at the set of Hackers in 1995 when they were still very young, and just after 6 months of meeting, they got married in an unconventional ceremony where only Jolie's mom and Miller's one good friend were present. But just after 18 months of marriage, they called it quits. As mentioned earlier, her romance with Brad Pitt was all over the news that it overshadowed her relationship with her first ex-husband. But Jolie and Miller have remained good friends even after the divorce. Miller even attended the premiere of Jolie's first directorial debut in the Land of Blood and Honey. Number 8. Elizabeth Moss and Fred Armisen. Now, this particular couple might be a head-turner. It was a very unlikely couple, and even fewer people realized that they were married at one point. The SNL alum Fred Armisen met Elizabeth Moss on the sets of SNL while her Mad Men co-actor Jon Hamm was hosting the show in 2009. They quickly got married and had a troubled marriage. The Emmy-winning Handmaid's Tale actress even described her marriage to Armisen as traumatic, awful, and horrible. Armisen later himself admitted that he was a terrible husband. Moss filed for divorce just shy of a year into marriage in 2010, citing reconcilable differences. The good thing is that both have successful careers and they just want to forget about their relationships. And it seems that it has worked. Number 7. Madonna and Sean Penn. Touted as the queen of pop music, there are very few female artists who are as iconic as her, and her impact in the music industry and pop culture is unquantifiable. You may hate her or love her, but you certainly cannot ignore her. But even though her personal life is so much publicized, especially her handful of high-profile marriages over the years, we often forget that she was at one point married to Oscar-winning actor Sean Penn. Yeah, it feels like a lifetime ago. Their romance bloomed in the mid-80s when they met on the set of the iconic Material Girl music video in 1985. They got married on Madonna's 27th birthday, just after 6 months of dating. Sadly, Madonna filed for divorce in 1989 as the relationship seemed tumultuous from the get-go, and it started showing cracks as early as 1986 when the Milk actor reportedly attacked songwriter David Walensky when he spotted Walensky talking to Madonna. Anyway, they have remained friendly even after the split, but only few people remember this couple from back in the day. Number 6. Uma Thurman and Gary Oldman. Talking about unlikely high-profile couples, did you know that Gary Oldman and Uma Thurman were married for some time? That's right, the iconic Kill Bill actress was introduced to Academy winner Gary Oldman by Sean Penn while the men were shooting for State of Grace in 1989 in England. Funnily enough, it is alleged that Thurman was actually dating the director of the State of Grace when she met Oldman. Thurman and Oldman got quickly married right after the movie. They subsequently worked on Henry and June, which was shot in France that same year. Oldman even divorced his first wife, actress Leslie Manville, in 1989 and wed Thurman the following year. Thurman told Vanity Fair that the marriage was a mistake as she was only 18 when she met Oldman, and cited the primary reason for their split was their huge age gap. Oldman was 12 years older than her. Number 5. Kid Rock and Pamela Anderson. Next on this list is a romance between Pamela Anderson and Kid Rock. They had a very on and off relationship between 2001 and 2006, resulting in an engagement, breakup, rekindling of romance, and a 4-month marriage, all before they went their separate ways for good. Yeah, the beloved Baywatch actress was first linked to Grammy-nominated musician in 2001, and their fast courtship culminated in an engagement in April 2002, but by the following year they had called it quits. But fate, in the form of a mutual friend's yacht in St. Tropez, brought them back together in July 2006. Unsurprisingly, Anderson and Rock rekindled their romance and got married on another yacht later that month. It was like we'd never been apart, Rock told People magazine afterward. 4 months and many wedding ceremonies later, their marriage came to an end and they divorced in November that year. But what is shocking is the reason for their split. Anderson revealed her cameo in the movie Borat made him lose his damn mind, causing them to separate once and for all. Both Anderson and Rock have confirmed over the years that they've never spoken since their final split, and perhaps that's why no one's talking about their marriage. Number 4. Jennifer Lopez and Ojani Noah. J-Lo and Ben Affleck, lovingly called Bennifer, rekindled their romance after a few years of breakup, and getting married has been making headlines on the news. And this is J-Lo's 4th marriage. Yeah, you heard that right. She was married to Mark Antony for 7 years between 2004 and 2011, and before that to Chris Judd between 2001 and 2003, before tying the knot with Affleck in July 2022. But her first marriage is almost forgotten. The iconic Latina singer's first husband was Ojani Noah, who was working as a waiter at the time they started dating. The two met early in J-Lo's acting career and got married in 1997 and quickly divorced in 1998. Since their split, Noah has popped into J-Lo's life every now and then, making some unsavory remarks. In 2004, J-Lo was able to put in place a confidentiality agreement between both parties, and she later claimed he was violating it. The confidentiality agreement has proven pretty effective, as almost no one remembers their short-lived romance. Number 3. Katy Perry and Russell Brand. At the peak of her career, the songstress Katy Perry met British comedian and actor Russell Brand while doing a cameo in his film Get Him to the Greek in 2010. They had a very romantic scene where Perry had to make out with Brand. Since then, their romance started and got married only after dating for 4 months, following a traditional Hindu wedding ceremony. Their marriage was sensational in pop culture, but the marriage and the divorce happened so quickly that the public has no recollection of it. Katy Perry definitely wants her fans to forget about her marriage to Brand. The Teenage Dream singer later revealed that Brand told her about the divorce via text message, and they have not spoken since then. It was a painfully awkward moment for Perry when she went on The Ellen DeGeneres Show and played the game Will You Perry Me? During the game, Brand's photo appeared on the screen. Apparently, even Ellen had forgotten Perry had married and split with Brand. They are not as friendly as they were. Some reports even claim that Perry refuses to be in the same room as Brand. Yikes. Number 2. Scarlett Johansson and Ryan Reynolds. To anyone who's a fan of Marvel, what do you think if Black Widow and Deadpool were dating each other? Pretty weird, but amazing maybe? While that may not ever happen, the actors who brought these iconic comic characters to life certainly were married some time ago, and it was not even that long ago, but somehow we have also erased their marriage from our memories, I guess.
I forgot that you were married to Ryan Reynolds.
Johansson and Reynolds started dating back in 2007 and tied the knot in a quiet ceremony in 2008 on a Vancouver island. They kept their marriage pretty much out of the spotlight, but sadly, they got divorced in 2011. They both are happy with their respective spouses, Johansson with her beau Colin Jost and Reynolds with Blake Lively. They are cordial even after years. Johansson recently made a rare comment about her short-lived marriage to Reynolds, but had only good things to say about him. Maybe in an alternate universe, we will see Black Widow and Deadpool joining forces? Fingers crossed. Number 1. Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. How do two people who spend 10 years together grow to be total strangers? This is exactly what happened to Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise, and to such a level that their much publicized marriage has almost been forgotten. In the 90s, this pair were the it couple. They were everywhere and everyone wanted to know the details about this beautiful couple. They met on the set of the hit film Days of Thunder and tied the knot a year later on Christmas Eve in 1990. Cruise was already an established star then, but Kidman was fairly new to Hollywood and so obviously everybody wanted to know more about the gorgeous Australian actress. They were all lovey-dovey, and Cruise even called Kidman his soulmate in many interviews. Nicole Kidman was equally head over heels that she even joined the infamous Church of Scientology for him, but left in 1997. The Eyes Wide Shut stars were the talk of the town, so it came as a shock when they split in 2001. Kidman admitted that she was blindsided when Cruise filed divorce from her, but from being such an iconic couple to almost a forgotten one, how did they get there? Some even say that Tom Cruise rejoining Scientology may have been the main reason for the divorce, and no one has seen them together in a room after the divorce. Do you agree with our list? How many couples from our list did you know were married? Let us know in the comments and tell us which forgotten celebrity couples should have made the list. If you like this video, then do check out our other video on top rising stars who will rule Hollywood. And make sure to like and share this one. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video. Bye!